Hi, it's John Colley here for another 6-minute scope, and really good to have you all here. If you're watching on playback, then welcome, and I hope you're going to enjoy this episode. The question I'm posing is, are you suffering from price transition shock? I'm just going to flip the camera around, get that sorted out, and there we go. Now, I guess the first question is, what on earth do I mean by price transition shock? And I'm talking about this in the context of Udemy's price change in April this year. Now, price transition shock is when you get a major change to prices, normally up, and it really affects the behavior of the customer base and the prospects. And this is something I've found. I'm just going to share the book with you in Josh Kaufman's book, The Personal MBA. So many thanks to Josh for that. I really don't know why I spent 2 years doing an MBA when there's super documents like that around to learn so much from. So a big plus to that to Josh. If you're there, and I can see there are 4 people on this scope, so great. Please say hello. Please say who you are and where you're calling from. I'd love to hear from you and really understand what it is you're where you're coming from and what it is you're doing. The whole idea behind this price transition shock is that if you have a commodity product, then moving your prices normally downwards can result in you getting more sales. You may not make any more money, but you will get more sales. And your competitor who keeps his prices higher will get less sales. This is very typical in the petrol or the gas station market, where somebody takes a couple of cents off his prices and he'll get more sales from the guy down the road who's got higher prices. Those are commodities. With Udemy, where the courses are not commodities, Udemy was behaving as if they were, because Udemy was regularly discounting everything in sight and hoping that was producing more sales. Now, I'm just going to have to stick my power in. I've just found out that my phone has decided it's going to get short of power, so silly about that. I should have got that done beforehand. That'll solve that problem. But in a non-commodity market, when you've got a product like an online course, Udemy decided to put their courses up, and that resulted in a big fall-off in sales from their existing customers. But it also seems to have affected their prospects, who haven't weighed in and bought lots more. And that is the price transition shock that Udemy has created as a result of the 4th of April price changes. And if you're a Udemy instructor, you'll be suffering from that in the sense of you've lost sales. And if you're a Udemy student, you'll be suffering from that because you've seen the shock of the transition and you're going, I'm not buying courses. So I'm really posing the question, is this a permanent or a temporary problem for Udemy instructors and for Udemy students? Now, I'm hoping, obviously, that it's a temporary problem, because I'm hoping that more students will come in and that the existing students will get over the shock and feel better. But the reason for raising the question is I want to try to help you to understand what is going on here and why people have reacted in the way they have. Now, if you have a consulting business or something where you're not scalable and you push your prices, say you double your prices overnight, then what's going to happen is you're going to lose the people who just want to buy the really cheap consulting, but you're going to gain people who want to, who are higher quality customers, and you're going to pay more. But I'm not sure that's really the best way to work in a scalable market like online courses, where there isn't a bottleneck or a scarcity in terms of the number of courses that are out there or the number of copies of courses that can be made available. So their strategy, I think, was around trying to change the discounting mentality on the platform, but they have undoubtedly created a price transition shock. The existing students are suffering from it, and other prospects are suffering from it as well. So that's the issue we're struggling with at the moment, and I'm really trying to ask whether or not this is going to be a permanent issue. But I do want you to understand what price transition shock is. So that's it for this 6-minute scope. Now, these are available every weekday, daily, normally late afternoon UK time, so you can join in from the US Eastern time, late morning, and earlier in the morning on the West Coast. And of course, they're available on replay for 24 hours. If you're watching on replay, please take the opportunity to swipe left to right or swipe up for Android and click on my name and then follow me so that you'll definitely pick up the next 6-minute scope. I'm doing these every weekday, so the next one will be on Monday. I might throw in a couple of scopes at the weekend just to keep something up on the system so you know who I am, what I do. My name is John Colley. I'm the 6-minute strategist. I deal and talk and write and blog and create videos about online courses, about online marketing, social media marketing, and business strategy. So that's who I am. That's what I do. It's been a great pleasure sharing this scope with you. And I look forward to doing another one with you on Monday. And who knows what we'll be talking about then, because who knows what's going to happen. So thanks for being with me. And if you're on replay, definitely follow so that you can join in. And please share it. Please share it on Twitter and tell people about it so that more people come to hopefully enjoy the content that I'm creating for you. So have a great weekend, and I'll see you on Monday.